And suckers and all you mother truckers, what's good? What's good? Welcome to Algorithm versus the Experts. I'm Josh Moody. That's John Batanti.
Yo, yo!
John, what's new and exciting with you?
Ah, ready for this card. We had a week off. We had no fights. We had no fights for a week. The card before that was very, very low level. We got a nice UFC Orlando full crowd. We got some exciting. I think we're going to have some exciting. This is going to be some exciting fights. There's some bangers on this card.
Did you bet on the Kayla Harrison fight?
No, I did not. She was much too big of a favorite for me to bet on or find a good bet. But
Gotcha.
very huge upset. Very big upset. Even though that girl was her toughest opponent, she definitely smashed everyone else in that league too. Other than Kayla, and she got hurt last year, so she couldn't. She would have probably been the finals again with Kayla, but no, you saw it. She hung in there, stayed around with the grappling and stuff, and she eventually it turned her way. And you saw Kayla get pushed, and she's never been pushed before. And hey, it's a fight game. It happens. She was kind of gassed in the fifth, I thought, because she couldn't complete a takedown, was losing position pretty easily. But hey, upsets happen.
Cool.
That is that. Ow, first. Yeah. We got UFC Orlando kicking off. We're gonna switch it up a little bit. Let's go. We're gonna go in different order. We're gonna start from the main event and work our way back down. We'll see how everybody likes that. We're gonna talk about that. Let's get to talk about the important fights first. So we got Kevin Trailblazer Holland, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. 5 rounds. Very important. 5 rounds, 25 minutes. This is going to be Kevin Holland's third fight. Third fight at his new weight. I don't know if the Hamza Chimaev fight counted. I think that was a catch weight. So this is going to be Holland. He looked amazing. His 2 fights, finishing 2 tough guys. Wonderboy, 40 years old, coming off losses. Yeah, I don't know what to make about Wonderboy personally. The book on him was his takedown defense was incredible. Elite striker. And now all of a sudden people are finding ways to take him down. He's getting taken down, controlled, and he's getting beat. He hasn't knocked anyone out in a while. I question his style overall. Like, I don't know anyone with a straight Kenpo karate style that's in the top 10 off the top of my head anymore. So I don't know. Maybe he's one-dimensional and his style's a little outdated. Kevin Holland is going to have a speed and athleticism and a 7-inch reach advantage. Kevin Holland also has really long legs, so he definitely has a leg advantage. I don't know how long. If this fight for some reason hits the mat, which it shouldn't, both guys prefer to strike. If anybody does initiate wrestling, I think it'll actually be Holland. Kevin Holland has a massive advantage on the mat. Kevin Holland's a legit black belt. He's dangerous. He may give up position though, but I think his length, the way he can control people on bottom with his long arms and legs, I think that's going to give Wonderboy a fits. Based on how he got controlled by Bilal a lot his last fight. Yeah, I saw Kevin Holland open as the underdog, and I jumped all over it like a month ago. He was plus 120. Now he's about a minus 180 favorite. The money's just pouring in on Kevin Holland, and and until Wonderboy, I won't be surprised if Wonderboy comes out and maybe I could see him maintaining his distance and angles the first round and maybe winning the round. But I just think Holland takes over and wins this fight somehow. I think he finishes Wonderboy.
What? How? You think he finishes Wonderboy?
I do.
How? By submission?
Oh, I don't know. However, I'm not that bold. I can't predict that. I'm not that ballsy. Anything. I don't know. I could see him gassing. I don't know. Like Kevin Holland hits hard. He throws combos.
gassing. Have you ever seen Wonder Boy gas?
He was pretty fucking gassed against Bilal Muhammad. And Gilbert Burns.
So the questions that I think with regards to who's going to win this fight is, can Kevin Holland win this fight strictly on the feet against Wonder Boy?
Yes.
Maybe. Probably not. Maybe. Can Kevin Holland win if this fight's on the ground? Absolutely. Absolutely. If this fight goes to the ground, Kevin Holland has the skills that he can beat Wonder Boy. Can Kevin Holland take Wonder Boy down? Probably not. Seems an awful like this is going to exist in Wonder Boy's realm. Have you ever? When's the last time somebody beat Wonder Boy in his realm? Tyron Woodley? Like, we've had strikers try and take on Wonder Boy in recent years. More, not necessarily better, but more prolific strikers than Kevin Holland. Now, Kevin Holland's weird. That's going to make things a little bit harder for Wonder Boy. I think this is a really good fight. When you look at the numbers, they're virtually identical. They land at the same rate. They get hit at the same rate. Their striking defense is about the same. It's very, very, very close. But I just don't expect Kevin Holland will take down Wonder Boy often enough for this to be his fight. So I'm picking Wonder Boy.
All right.
Definitely by decision, but
okay. Going co-main event: Rafael dos Anjos, Brian Barberena. Yeah, I think the most glaring path to victory on this whole card, and this is a great card. There's going to be some violence. There's going to be some good ass skill going down, some good ass fights. I think no one has a clearer path to victory than Dos Anjos here. Barberena is so easily hittable. He also doesn't have good takedown defense. I think Dos Anjos can drag this fight to the mat and easily lock up 2 rounds and win this fight. I don't know where. I mean, Barberena, he likes to brawl, and usually, but if you like to brawl, like, you got to be able to knock people unconscious. I don't know if Barberena has that power, or anyone knows him as that power. Yeah, this is Dos Anjos all day. I'm sure Josh agrees.
For sure, Josh agrees. Yo, Brian Barberena takes people into deep waters, and most of them drown. But I don't think he's a god of war. And Rafael dos Anjos is. Rafael dos Anjos, go watch his fight with Robbie Lawler.
Yeah.
You know what I want after this? I want Dos Anjos versus Matt Brown. Like, that seems like a beautiful fight to follow this one. I think this is going to look very similar to what Dos Anjos versus Robbie Lawler looked like. The path to the clearest path to victory for Rafael dos Anjos is to take down Brian Barberena and not go to war with him.
Yes.
When Dos Anjos was asked, this guy likes to draw people into wars. What do you think about that? He says, sometimes you have to go to war. He has like, he's not really planning to avoid this guy's game plan.
Yeah. All right.
But I also think that he's good enough that he could just go to war.
All right.
This Dos Anjos can win this in many more ways than Brian Barberena can win this.
Agreed.
but I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if Barberena won a decision. One where we're like, wow, that was close, I guess. Maybe even a robbery. But I am expecting Dos Anjos wins.
Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
Our next fight of the night is Matthias Nicolau versus Matt Schnell. I heard Matt Schnell had to cut his hair to make weight.
I don't know. That's why he did it. I saw the weigh-ins and the face-off. I'm sorry, not the weigh-in, the face-offs, and I was wondering, is that Matt Schnell? And yeah, he had interesting, but he made the weight. Yeah, Matt Schnell. Who can forget his last fight was fucking incredible. What a war that was. Yeah, Matthias Nicolau. I think I've slept on him a couple times. I think this is going to be a coming out party for him. The guy's really good. I don't see where Matt Schnell is better anywhere this fight goes. Like, Schnell could have had a grappling edge against his last fight against Sumudarji. Yeah, he ended up getting the finish on the mat in one of the it might be fight of the year. That was a fucking incredible fight. The problem I see with Matt Schnell is he loves to brawl, like we just talked about with guys. He loves to brawl. He loves to get in those brawls, but he's always the guy getting hurt. Like, he's never the guy that's doing the punishing. Like, he's always taking the worst of it until the fight can maybe hit the mat or something. And I can't overlook just his other histories of, yeah, he's always getting the worst of it. He hit the mat in that crazy scrap with Roy Val, and he ended up getting submitted. Yeah, I don't see Nicolau making any of those mistakes. I see Nicolau just running through. I think Nicolau runs through him. I got Nicolau to win this fight.
I don't know as much about Nicolau as I wish I did. I know he's really good, but this is largely to be a contrarian, but I think I'm going to pick Schnell.
Oh, boy.
I think Schnell's the kind that's
danger.
Good for an upset.
He is, and he got it last time.
Nicolau's the favorite, right?
Yeah.
By like a large margin, isn't it?
I think he's about 3-1.
Yeah, I think Schnell has it. Is Schnell a good wrestler? No.
He's a good grappler. He's not a great wrestler.
Yeah, there's gonna have to be a knockdown. That's why you think he doesn't win till he gets hurt, because that's the only time the takedowns happen.
Right.
His takedown off accuracy is decent, but his takedown frequency is super low, which means he just doesn't have the offensive takedown ability. Or he thinks it gets him too tired, something like that. His weight cut's huge. I bet you if he went to 35, he'd start taking people down. But yeah, I like Schnell. I'm taking Schnell.
Next fight, another banger, heavyweight banger. Tai Tuivasa and Sergey Pavlovich. I mean, this is a great fight. This fight could headline. This fight would probably headline like a fight night, because Pavlovich is coming up. Tuivasa is a crowd favorite and has beaten some good guys. I mean, this is a great fight, and it's down on the card. I think the thing that I don't know, I don't think I could bet this fight. Pavlovich is a 2-1 favorite over Tuivasa, so the bookies definitely don't respect Tuivasa's game. I mean, after the last fight, though, against Cyril Gane, I mean, how do you not respect his game? I mean, he almost knocked Gane out. Was he as crafty as a striker? No, but I mean, he hit Gane with some shots, and he took a lot of shots. You can't question Tuivasa's knockout power. I mean, it's there. I mean, Pavlovich is finishing guys. He finished Derek Lewis last time. questionable stoppage, but Pavlovich was definitely teeing off early. It was a quick fight. I don't know if we got enough read out of Pavlovich's skills, but his skills look to be there. He doesn't throw just heavyweight haymakers. He throws good combos. But so does Tuivasa. Yeah, but how does Tuivasa come back after that Gane fight? I mean, he's coming back really short. And he took a beating in that fight. I mean, so how's his chin? Like, how's he going to hold up when he gets caught here? Because he's probably going to get caught unless he finishes the fight early himself. So I'm going to go with Pavlovich for that, for those reasons. But I can't bet this fight. This line is a lot closer than I think it is. It's dog or pass, but I can't bet Tuivasa. What do you think, bro?
Tuivasa because you don't think he's going to win, or
because I don't know how he's going to come back. I don't know how he'll come back from that fight. Like,
gotcha.
It's too.
Yeah, I mean, he got hit a lot. He got hit more in that fight than he has in any other fight. Now, that's a 5-round fight. Most of his fights don't go 5 rounds. No. But let's see. His unanimous decision loss to Blorgoy Ivanov is the only time he's fought a southpaw in the UFC. Yeah. He lost to that southpaw. Between coming back from a lot of damage. Now, it was a lot of damage to the body. Not as much damage to the head. I don't picking Pavlovich as well. I think that at a different time, Tuivasa would win this fight. But the things that I don't like are the reach advantage for Pavlovich. Pavlovich does not get hit nearly as often. He lands at 6.8 strikes per minute and gets hit at 4.4. While Tuivasa is landing at 4.1 and getting hit at 4.2. So they're both guys that can put you out with any strike. Pavlovich looks pretty crisp technically from what I remember.
Yeah.
He's got a super long reach. That just gave Tuivasa some problems. This is a winnable fight for Tuivasa, but I don't know, man. A rangy southpaw striker that's in soup. That's I don't know. Yeah, it's Pavlovich. It's Pavlovich or pass.
All right. I like it. Different. Like I like it. I'm dog or pass. Your favorite or pass, but I get it. Next fight, another dude. This is a good fight. Jack Hermansson, Roma Dolidze. So Roma Dolidze stepping in for an injury on short notice too after knocking out Megatron. Who is he? Or he changed his name. Phil Hawes. Knocked out Megatron.
This fight's off. Oh no! This fight's not off. That Dolidze just stepped in. It was Brunson that was off. Yep,
right. It was Brunson Hermansson. No, it's fine. I love what I've seen out of Dolidze lately, especially since his move down. Things like he's figuring things out. He was known as like just a wrestling style pace, but he knocked out Dawkins, he knocked out Phil Hawes, first round knockouts. But I just see this as a big step up from those guys. I mean, Jack Hermansson's been around forever. Jack Hermansson fought everyone, and Jack Hermansson's still fighting good. Yeah, like even though Roma Dolidze, he definitely finished those 2 fights and the last fight, but I don't think he was winning all the minutes, but I mean his counter punching, everything, it just was amazing. That power.
Hello? Oh, John froze. All right. Hermansson has fought a lot more people than I was thinking he had. That experience could be a problem for Dolidze. He's definitely stepping up. There's nothing in Dolidze's record that even looks remotely close to this level of competition. I really, really like Dolidze's style. I think it's very effective. Let's see. His takedown defense is 33%. Who tried to take him down? Who took down Roman Dolidze? Take that. Bill Hawes. Oh, Starpoli. Okay, so this is actually just not great takedown defense. That's not good. I wish they recorded transitions on Fight Metric. Dolidze is really good on the ground, so he might just not be trying to defend those takedowns. And he gets a lot of takedowns himself. But if Jack Hermanson gets on top of Dolidze, that's a real problem. But Hermanson's only striking accuracies or takedown accuracy is only 27%. So I don't know how much we're gonna have to worry about that. Can we add John to the stream? Nope. Oh, hey. Are you a real boy again? Nope, you're frozen again. Tragedies. I think Roman Dolidze is the real thing. I'm gonna pick him to win this fight.
Bombing in there.
Oh. And where? What are you talking about? You're gone again.
Does that well.
You are lagging quite a bit there, sir. Your picture has not moved at all. But I'm pretty sure you can hear me. I'm picking Dolidze. We'll see who John picks. Eric Anders versus your boy Eric Anders. I forgot. That's the best part. That's the most important part. Your boy Eric Anders versus Kyle Dawkins. The Dawkins broke like his orbital or something like that in his last fight. Oh yeah. In his fight against Roman Dolidze. And he's coming back in like 6 months. I don't remember if it was his orbital. He broke something in his face. And he's coming back pretty quick. This is definitely going to go on the ground. Because that is what both of these guys do. Let's see. Andre Muniz submitted Eric Anders. That looks to be it. Yeah. So that's the only person who submitted him, but I don't know. I don't think he's really gone with that many high-level submission artists. Well, I mean, Gerald's pretty good. And I think Vinicius Modano might have been really pretty good too. He beat Brendan Allen. Shit. Okay. He's actually gone with plenty of really good grapplers. Let's check these stats. Pretending like I'm carrying the show while John's not here. Ooh. Okay. I think he's messaging me about how he's going to get back in. Both of these guys have no takedown accuracy, which is weird because they both want to grapple. I'm picking Kyle Dawkins. I think that this fight is going to end up on the ground. It's definitely going to end up in the clinch. Kyle Dawkins has a little bit better striking than Eric Anders does. John had some sort of power outage or something like that, or internet outage. All right, I'm picking Kyle Dawkins to likely submit Eric Anders. And if he doesn't, this is going to be a boring grapple fest. Nico Price versus Philip Rowe. That is a fight I'm super interested in. Fresh Prince is a super good jiu-jitsu practitioner. It's not bad on the feet. But Nico Price has been off for a while. He had multiple knee surgeries, or one big knee surgery, whichever way it actually went. But I think that rest will have done him well. He's spent a lot of time grinding his gears, fighting pretty frequently, and getting injured in the process. So I think this time off will be really, really good for him. I think he'll come back refreshed. I think he's crazy enough that we don't have to worry about ring rust. I think that Nico Price gets it done against Phil Rowe. Emily Ducati versus Angela Hill. Emily Ducati just beat Angela Hill's teammate. What was her name? Jessica Penne, I believe. Yeah, Jessica Penne. I don't remember if she does a whole lot of grappling though. Yeah, Emily Ducati doesn't do any grappling, and Angela Hill tends to only lose to the grapplers. That being said, she beat Lukey, and that was super impressive. Super impressive. I think that Angela Hill can beat Emily Ducati. Will rather. Scott Clay Guida versus Scott Holtzman. Is hot sauce? Yeah, Scott Hot Sauce Holtzman. Let me go ahead and bring this up. Oh, he's old. This is an old guy's fight. I didn't realize how old Holtzman was. 39 versus 40. Man, how many fights does Holtzman have? 19? Oh, Holtzman was just fighting some killers. This is like a big step back for Holtzman. I mean, he was losing to those guys. I don't know a lot about Holtzman, but Clay Guida is from my neck of the woods. I'm going to pick him based on that. Oh, Mark DeCasey versus Michael Johnson. That's actually a really cool fight. Mark DeCasey came in to the UFC doing all sorts of crazy, wild shit. Super explosive. Super like he's super technical as well. But like the explosiveness in his technique was insane. He can do wild things that other people cannot do. And then all of a sudden he started grappling everybody. Like out of nowhere, he stopped being Mr. Throw Your Spinning Craziness as much and started grappling. But he does it just as well. Like it works really well for him. The only 2 losses he's had recently, he's won his last 2 fights. I think he's going to be able to take down Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson's comes from wrestling, but doesn't do enough grappling now. He's a very good striker. He gets hit a lot. Well, I guess he didn't even have much. Takedown defense is pretty high. Let's see. What's Mark DeCasey's? Yeah. I think that Mark DeCasey is going to take down Michael Johnson and just steal rounds from him. I don't think that he's going to be able to do that much to damage him. I don't think that he should get any sort of finish. But I would be surprised to see Michael Johnson win this fight. That being said, I keep discrediting Michael Johnson, and I think he won his last fight. Right? He lost to Malarkey, but he beat Alon Petrick. All right. Darren the Damage Elkins versus Jonathan JSP Pierce. How do they match up? This is 100% going to be a ground fight. It's going to be incredible. The only question is, can Jonathan Pierce keep up with Darren Elkins? I don't expect that he's going to be able to finish Darren Elkins. I mean, I think he finished. Nah, but Amir, all the people that he's finished. Let's see. Yeah, Amir Khani gets tired. Christian Rodriguez decision. Omar Morales. I don't think this guy can grapple. I think that was the issue. Jonathan Pierce has this. 100%. Jonathan Pierce has this. Is going to win this fight. This dude's really good. This dude's really, really good. This is going to be a litmus test for how good Jonathan Pierce really is. If he can get past Darren Elkins, he's really, really good. And if he's not, and if he doesn't, no big deal. This could be like one of his like prospect losses. I don't think he's that old. He's 30. He can lose this fight and still bounce back and do great things. But if he wins this fight, that should kind of get him over the hump. And I think he should start even thinking about like low top 15 guys, maybe top 20 guys, really. But he should be just outside the top 15 with a win over Darren Elkins. That would look really good on his career. I think he's going to do this. I think it's going to be a fun grappling affair. Natan Levy versus Gennaro Valdez. Natan Levy's photo looks like he's doing Karate Kid. And I think that's hilarious. So I'm going to pick him for that reason. I'm only kind of kidding. All right. Natan Levy. Holy shit. Gennaro Lopez gets hit an insane amount. I've never seen that. He gets hit 13 times per minute. 4 minutes. Oh, it's 5 times 4 minutes. Okay. Good. What Matt Frivola do this to that guy? He hit him 60 times in 3 minutes. That's insane. That we can't use these stats at all. Takedown defense is 0. Nobody's trying to take him down. I don't know anything about Gennaro Valdez. I didn't see either of his UFC fights. He didn't do well in his UFC debut, and his other fight is Contender Series. Natan Levy, I think he also comes from Contender Series, but a little bit further back. He's 1-1 in the UFC with an arm triangle in the 3rd round. A lot of fights, guys. Oh. Okay. I think Valdez can win this fight. This is definitely a grappling fight. Both of them have crazy high takedown averages. Hopefully they're both good grapplers. Orthodox Southpaw. I'm going to pick Valdez because he has fought more quality opposition. He also has more fights. But this one, I don't know much about these guys. All right. Marcelo Rojo versus Francis. We're missing one on here. Tracy Cortez is fighting this week. And it's not listed on it. Tracy Cortez versus Amanda Hebes. Yo, that's a dope fight. That's such a cool fight. I got Amanda Hebes. I think that Tracy Cortez is good, but I don't think she's as well-rounded as Amanda Hebes is. I think that Amanda Hebes has the ability to win fight, has to finish fights. That isn't really something that we have seen from Tracy Cortez. I think that Amanda Hebes is significantly better than Tracy Cortez is on the ground, and I don't think being married to pretty boy Mexican guys from the Gracie Academy, whose name I can't think of, T-City, Brian Ortega. Being married to Brian Ortega is not going to get her that skill fast enough to make up for their gap. I think that it's likely Amanda Hebes is able to take her down. And I don't know about actually finishing her. That seems less likely. But, did this fight fall off the card? What's going on here? I'm picking Amanda Hebes. All right, our last two fights. Marcelo Rojo versus Francis Marshall. These are both Contender Series guys. Yeah, Francis Marshall, this is his first fight. He won a decision on the Contender Series. Marcelo Rojo. I'm not going to bet on this one. I'm going to pick Francis. I'm going to pick Marcelo Rojo because he's been in the UFC already, and Francis Marshall is coming down from featherweight. So I don't know if he's made bantamweight in the past, but his last 2, 3, 4 fights were all at featherweight. So just making it to the big show and competing down a weight class, that might not be a good thing. So I would pick Marcelo Rojo there. And your last fight is Estela Nunez versus Yasmin Yaraguay. People have been talking about Yasmin. They've been talking about both of these girls a lot. Oh, Yasmin's undefeated. That's why they're so good about her. Pretty cut and dry. I'm going to pick Yasmin. I'm 100% picking Yasmin over Estela. I think this is set up to be that way. I don't know if this came together at short notice or something like that. But that is it. If you guys have been enjoying our content, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This time and every time. Thank you for being here.